So I'm looking at some stuff today with a friend of mine named Jeff, and I bought some stuff from him previously. Say hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
And we're just sort of getting a random look at some stuff here. And just as we go through it, Jeff was pulling out his All-Star game program from 1977. This was the game that was played in Vancouver. And I was telling you, Jeff, that when the game was here, my brother and I, there was a dinner at the Bayshore Inn the night before the game, and my brother and I hid in the washroom. And when players came in to use the facilities, we would get their autographs. And I remember Larry Robinson came in, and I was so stunned at how big he was, because at the time, you know, he was one of the biggest players. It's not like today where everybody's a monster. And I think he got annoyed with me asking him. I remember. I think everybody signed but my favorite player. Okay. So again, I was explaining to Jeff that when I'm buying collections, this is the way that I do it. When someone has old cards, okay, like a set of cards from 1970, 1968, something like that, I always look at a collection and say, okay, what can I reasonably expect to get for this stuff? Mm-hmm. And then based on condition, because that's always what it's about, I pay around half of what I think something's worth. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if a set's worth $2,000, I pay $1,000. Right. If an entire car full of stuff is worth $8,000, I pay $4,000. That's the fairest way to do it. Right. When it comes to stuff like this, though, the problem is there's no real market for it. You know what I mean? Like there's no Beckett's with the price of this stuff. Yeah, that's right. It's very much
well, it's a real hit and miss.
That's
stuff.
That's it. Yeah. So you know, it's the cost of carrying this stuff and waiting. You know, you've got 100 programs in a box here. It could take you 20 years to sell these things.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that's cool. Put that in the file.
Okay. Okay. See, and I think I have a lot of hockey books.
Look at the cover of that. And we were saying when we were kids, we loved books. Now, do kids read books? Do kids even read? Do kids know how to read? I don't know. I don't know if they do. The cover of that though is awesome, right? But it just I don't know.
So if I had the team together, that's all I cared about.
So again, just to reiterate, Jeff, the checklist. What did you do when you were a kid? You would you'd find a checklist in a pack of cards.
Yeah, and once you have the team together, you throw it away.
You threw it away, so you can remember tossing the checklist.
You throw it in the garbage, just like you're throwing them against
the wall. But what you were supposed to do was not mark it, put it away in a shoebox, never touch it, right, and then bring it out. Now,
yeah, I know.
Like nobody cares about Jean-Guy Gendron.
Yeah, that's
You need number 24.
Yeah. Right from day one, I just started with O-Pee-Chee and I just kept that.
Yeah, so we were saying here that in this set from 1975, you see the O-Pee-Chee card, right, printed in Canada. And then that's the Topps cards, right? And you were saying, Jeff, as a kid, when you bought packs of cards, both companies were in the same pack.
They were, because I've never purchased Topps cards.
I've said that for years, that there must have been a mix of companies in both and then we were saying too, when we were going over this stuff, remember you'd have a shoebox full of cards and there's 396 in the set, and you'd have 393, and you couldn't add 3 plus 2 at school, but you remembered what 3 cards you needed. Yeah. Remember? Got them. Yeah, I was brilliant at hockey cards. Yeah. But nothing else.
But nothing else.
So Jeff, you were saying that you and your brother collected together?
We did, yeah.
Did your brother ever steal cards from you or something like that?
No, we were pretty good. We would split things, and I think that's why we have a lot of the series, because we would split things.
Were you saying there was something happened one time with?
Oh, just at school we would maybe take some that weren't ours, but that's
Oh, really?
another story.
like unbeknownst to
Yeah. It was, he'd be doing one thing and I'd be doing the other to distract.
Okay.
But
you worked in team. You were a team. You had it worked out.
Worked in a team.
You look like this nice guy, but on the surface, underneath it all, you're.
I'm old. I've grown out of that now.
Was it like the Ken Dryden or something you wanted, or at the time it was more probably just a Canuck player or something, or just guys you needed for your sets?
Yeah. So instead of somebody knocking it down, I would blow the card down when my brother threw it against the wall. They would win.
Like at a carnival game, like
that's right.
at a country fair.
That's right.
Right.
But we're older now. We've matured a little bit.
Okay, so I'm going to hand the camera to Jeff. Maybe Jeff, you can pan into the box. And what I'm sort of saying here, Jeff, is that in my opinion, and looking over your stuff here, you've got about $4,000 worth of stuff. Okay.
Okay.
And the way I buy is I don't ask anybody. I meet with someone. I go through their stuff. There's no games. There's no BS. I don't hit you with a how much do you want, make me an offer kind of thing. I look at a collection. I come up with a retail price that I think is relative to the market today, based on condition and what somebody has, and then I pay half of what something's worth. So today's collection I'm deeming to be worth about $4,000, and I'm paying half of what I think something is worth. So count out some money here. If you can pan down good.
Yeah, got it.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We'll just make sure these don't stick together. And as I say, when you deal with me, you get an honest, can you maybe say, Jeff, what you think about how I conduct my business?
I think it was an honest appraisal, and 50% for my stuff is fine. I'm comfortable with that. And to get the cash right away is even better.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2,000?
2,000.
And if anybody has collections like this and they want to sell them to me for cash, give me a call, 604-726-1774. Thank you for meeting me, Jeff. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Thank you very much.
And thank you.
Thank you.
When I was making that video with Jeff, I was sort of trying to do it on the fly and talk to him about his stuff and make a video at the same time. It's hard to wear a million hats. I wanted to show a few more things in Jeff's collection. And here Jeff was a case of an older guy who'd been collecting for a long time, but didn't want to go on eBay and do all the work to sell the cards. And we talked about that during the meeting. I didn't make it onto the video, but when you have a collection for sale now, you have two choices. You can go on eBay and you can scan all the cards and list everything and package them up and ship them off and hope they arrive to wherever they're supposed to go safely. But that's, hours and hours and weeks or months of work. And if you don't want to do that, if you're not comfortable doing that and you want to find a cash buyer to come and meet with you and purchase your collection, then Jeff decided to go that avenue, and that's what we were talking about. Unfortunately, it didn't make. There's the Marcel Dion rookie, and then we'll show the Lafleur rookie. That didn't make the video, but Jeff wasn't prepared to do that, so he called me, met with me, and brought his stuff. And like I say, when I go through a collection, I put a fair retail value on it based on not what a book says, not what someone thinks the stuff is worth, what I think I can reasonably expect to get for the stuff, and then I pay around half of that amount. So, and there was other stuff in the collection too. But this video is turning into a Bruce Springsteen concert. There was some CFL sets. There was a group of singles from the early 70s, some duplicates, some Jeff sets. There was a bunch of programs, quite a few programs actually. So again, if you've got an older collection and you want to sell it, give me a call, 604-726-1774, and thank you for watching this video.